Hi guys! So in this video I'm going to be closing out my budget in my planners for the prior week. I'm going to use the paper version and the digital version. This was week 1. So for week 1 in my prior video, I recorded my income here, my bills or fixed expenses here, and my variable expenses here, or periodic expenses as well. And down here I totaled everything. The same thing for here. It's the same version. It's just the paper version and a digital version. So let's begin to close this out. It may be a little off because I spent money before I withdrew the money from my cash envelopes. So for my fund, I don't think I spent anything. So we'll put 0. So I have my actual income, 31 plus 1183.43 here, and I have it here as well. So for my fixed expenses, what's highlighted, this matches my bank account. These transactions here match my bank account transactions. So for my fixed expenses, one of my expenses ended up being more than what I had planned. But what I paid, that comes off of a credit card. What I paid to that credit card didn't change. So when I calculate my actual expenses here, I don't calculate this actual bill amount. I calculate what I actually paid to cover that bill, because this, if it came out of my bank account, then I would record the actual bill amount down here. But what I actually took out of my bank account to cover that charge remained the same, right? So let's record my, or calculate my actuals. 54, 80, 69. And then what I took out of my bank account to cover these expenses, which I have highlighted here, was 38.14. So I'll calculate this 38.14 with these, because this covers these two charges here. 80.69 plus, I think I put that plus 38.14. I have 528.37. So we'll put that here. 528.37. And I already have it here as well. Same thing. These are my expenses highlighted in blue that I used this amount here to cover. I paid this out of my bank account. I paid this out of my bank account to cover these two transactions. Although this bill ended up being more than what I had planned for, this amount that came out of my income, out of my bank account, didn't change. So I totaled that here too, 528.37, 528.37. Now we're going to total my actual variable expenses, or my cash envelopes. So we have 30.75, 64, 64, 35.41, 0, 59, 56, $28.85 and $123.38. That is $500.42. And just to double check, I'm going to redo it, but over here. So we have 30, 75, 64, 64, 94.47, 35.41, 59.56, 28.85, 123.38, $500.42. So we'll put that here. $500.42. And I'll go ahead and put 0 because I didn't spend anything in that category. Now to calculate my differences. So my planned income was $1175.31, but I actually made $1183.43. So I had an extra $8.12. I like to keep my income in green. So I had an extra $8.12. I might have done that backwards. Let's see. And then here, my expenses, my fixed expenses are the same, so there's no difference. And I planned to spend $655.06, and what I actually spent was $542. So I should have I should have an extra $154.64. And when I say extra, I mean my sinking funds, anything that's left over in my cash envelopes, should equal $154.64. So let's see. Now also, if I come over here, these are my bank account transactions. These are my bank account transactions. So this, when I total these amounts, this should match what's in my bank account. So we have 3504 plus 4789, 5565, 109.54, 30.75 plus 423. That $3 was an ATM charge. Plus 38.14 plus 64 minus 3 because they reimbursed me for that ATM charge, plus 80.69 plus 300. That's $1,181.70 that was spent. So if I take my actual income, so that number minus $1,083.43, $1.73. And I did check my bank account, and that is the amount that I had left over. So what did I say? Let's first transfer these numbers over here. So the difference in my income, I had an extra $8.12. The difference in my expenses, there was none. And the difference in my cash envelopes, my variable expenses, I should have about $154.64 accumulated. and my bank account, I had $1.73 left over. So usually I kind of total some things here. So, but I'm not going to do that right now. Well, I'll do that later. So that actually concludes this video. Like I said, I have my paper planner and I have my digital planner. I keep track of my expenses in both. This page, I keep track of my bank transactions. Anything that's going out. I might withdraw $100 for groceries. I only put in the $100, right? So last week I withdrew $420 to stuff my cash envelopes. I put $423 because that's what actually came out of my bank account. And the same thing here. It's the paper version. I keep track of everything here. These are only bank account expenses. And here is where I calculate, how my bills are allocated, how my sinking funds, the amounts to my sinking funds are allocated, and my variable expenses, my weekly variable expenses. So that concludes this video. Like I said, I had an extra $1.73 left over from in my bank account. In my next video, I'm actually going to be doing my cash envelope unstuffing. Some things may be off, like I said, because I did some spending before I withdrew my money. But yeah, so see you in my next video. Bye.